Madam Speaker, the Foreign Affairs Minister's August speech outlined Canada's progressive agenda for NAFTA, but now it seems that Canada's agenda is leading to deadlock at the negotiation table. Even Ontario's Premier is worried about the failure of NAFTA. So in response to the deadlock, Canada has quietly begun telling our stakeholders that all the Canadian proposals will be non-binding. Will the minister admit to this House that they've been telling NAFTA stakeholders that Canada's progressive priorities will not be binding on the United States or Mexico?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Madam Speaker, our negotiating position is clear, and we will defend and maintain the elements of NAFTA that Canadians know are essential to our national interest. We are negotiating in good faith with our partners, but we cannot and will not accept proposals that put Canadian jobs at risk and do harm to our economy. And by the way, Madam Speaker, I'd just like to add, in terms of jobs, this government has added 500,000 jobs in the last 2 years, and our GDP is the best of all of the G7. We will always defend Canadians' national interest and Canadian values. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Durham.
Madam Speaker, moving from the sublime to the ridiculous, I don't need to remind this House that the Castro family has murdered thousands of people. They have denied the Cuban people fundamental democratic rights and freedoms. They've persecuted gays and lesbians for their sexual orientation. So does the Prime Minister seriously believe that he should team up with the Castros to negotiate on nuclear weapons with North Korea?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to Foreign Affairs.
Madam Speaker, we are certainly following the situation in North Korea and the provocative actions coming out of that region. Let me be clear, the member opposite should know full well by now that this government sees human rights as foundational in all of our international engagements. We will ensure to continue to espouse human rights in any and all relationships, including rule of law and pacifism around the world. We remain concerned with the situation in North Korea, and certainly our minister is monitoring that closely.